Today we're going to be checking out some cool stuff from Born Pretty, and I will also be doing the laser gel method with their nail tips gel. This is from their Jelly Nude collection, and the colour is JN13. This is a small bottle, it's 7ml and it's a soak off. They do a selection of colours of these, and it's like a translucent gel, but you can build it up to the intensity you want, but it still keeps a nice transparency. This is what the first coat looks like. It is pretty, but I'm going to do a second too, so that we can compare. I've got quite a few of these now, and I do really like them. And it is pretty with one coat as well, but I prefer the colour a little bit more intense. And this is with 2 coats, and I think it brings out the colour quite a bit more. So this is my preference. They've started to upgrade their packaging a little bit. Now this is also a gel polish. It's a slightly larger bottle, it's 10ml. The other ones are really inexpensive, but I'll go through them quite quickly. And this is a very pretty brown. It is the CG Colour Gel 079. Also a soak off gel. And it's easy to work with, and it has got good coverage. But again, I am still going to do a second coat on this one, because I think the colour comes out a lot more even and it just looks better. Now you guys can't even imagine how psyched I am about this one. This is from their Amber series. I did a purchase around Black Friday. I did a video on that, and I managed to get hold of their Crystal Amber set, which I was really happy with. This was sold out at the time because this is a cat magnetic gel. And the colour is insane. Now you can use it as a regular colour gel, but if you want the effect, you've got to have one of these magnets. You can do all different patterns, depending on which magnet you use. I've just got to make do with the round one. I've just had to order myself a new one. And this one I could have got away with one coat, but just to kind of bring out the effect a little bit more, I did 2. I'll be linking everything down below in the description box. So if you haven't tried one of these cat eye magnet gels before, I would definitely recommend that you did. They're really easy. All you do is just hover the magnet above it. If you mess it up, you can just apply another coat before you do it again. As long as you don't cure it, that is. Never had any chipping or any issues with them. So out of all the brands you can buy without a license, I think this is my favourite. Born Pretty have also got a build in a bottle. It's called a quick extension gel. This is colour SGE01. Now there are 2 series with this. One is just regular plain colours, and this one and the rest of them in this series, they've got like little flakes in them. And it's really cute, it's got like little gold specks in it. This is a soak off, and when I say soak off, I mean it soaks off in acetone. So it's not a hard gel that needs to be filed. We are doing something called the lazy gel method today. Normally that is used with polygel and full cover tips. I'm going to try and do a design with the nail tips gel that they sent me. I will be using the Nude Gel coffin tips. Make sure that you choose a large enough size. It should fit snugly around the cuticle. You can also file it a bit if you need to, but it has to fit from sidewall to sidewall. If it's too tight, you can actually damage your natural nail. Just etching the surface carefully. That is just to make sure that I've got a good enough grip. I haven't had any problems with them before, but it's just a precaution. Make sure that you remove the dust. I'm going to start on the design. I'm doing my thumb today in this video, but I've done them all the same way. Get the nails out the way first, and then you can start the prep. Now I love these shells. They're really pretty, but they are not real abalone. These are from AliExpress, and they're as fake as you can get, but I like the colours. And the first thing I did was put down a little bit of base coat, just because I want to flip that tip upside down. When I put those shell fragments in, I want them to stay where I put them. So don't cure the base coat, you don't need a lot. It's just so that you can flash cure them into place. But when you are putting things like that that are stiff and hard into a full cover tip, make sure that you place them so that there's no kind of air gap. Look at the pieces that you've chosen and put them either up the side, perhaps you'd need to put it in the middle. Just be a bit mindful. These are very long nails. I haven't put the shells where my natural nail will hit the extension. Don't want any breakdowns, it's annoying if they were to go and pop off. I'm just going to try and keep the same colour scheme on all my nails, but just with a little bit of a variation. And I'm also going to be putting some pearl chrome in. Now, when I put it in when the base coat's still a bit wet, I've only flash cured it for a few seconds, it's going to look grainy. And that was the look that I'm going for. If you want a smooth surface, use a no wipe top coat that you cure, then you can rub it in with an eyeshadow applicator. But I haven't taken the chrome all the way up the sidewalls, and I haven't brought it down to the cuticle, just in case. I did all 5 nails and got them out of the way, and it's time to prep. I'm going to start off with pushing my cuticles back. Then I am going to use a banana file just to come around the cuticles and get rid of any dead skin. Normally I'd use an e-file, but it's like 2 AM, so I don't think the other people in the house would appreciate that. So I've got to do it silently. And make sure to get rid of any dust. For some reason or other, I decided to use Vanillisa's primer and base coat. Now there's always a discussion about mixing products, but what you can do here is the same as what I've done. You can remove the sticky layer off the base, because you will lose perhaps a little bit of the tack, and just buff over the surface. Now there's a couple of ways of doing this. I decided, because I put all the chrome in and that I didn't want to go straight in with the nail tips gel. So what I did was I put a little bit in, and you can see that I'm moving it in circular motions. I'm not doing the whole nail just yet. And I am using Vanillisa's nail brush, and that is fantastic. It's like a polygel / jelly hard gel brush. And I've just put that full cover tip down on the top of my nail. I'm not pushing it down or forcing it, but I did have to put a little tiny bit of pressure because I didn't want any air bubbles. After giving that a cure, I can apply the rest. And again, I'm just going to literally just pull up a thin coat all the way up to the free edge, because I want it to cover those shells and that chrome. Luckily enough, there's not much filing, but I just want to refine the shape a little tiny bit, and I want to blend the cuticles in. If you want full cover tips to look natural, you need to have the cuticles flush. So just spend a little bit of time and do that. I'm going to be putting some gems on these today, and I don't want to risk putting the top coat on top of them because that will matte them. So I am going to apply top coat to all of the nails first and then cure them so that they're done. Do the free edge first before I start coming up and doing the cuticle and the sidewalls. If you start at the top and then start working your way down, you can either risk not having enough product on your brush and it goes streaky, and worse if it runs it into your cuticles and into the skin and you end up getting an allergy. I am going to be using the rhinestone glue from Born Pretty that's in the bottle, and it has a really handy little applicator that I can just kind of squirt out a little tiny bit, and that does give enough tack so that I can put down a couple of stones before I flash cure them, before they move everywhere. I'm putting down some pearls first. I'll put down some more glassy kinds. So I'm just going to finish that off. When I'm done with these, I'm going to give them a full cure. I'm going to be back to show you the result. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this stuff, please like and subscribe. And until next time, bye!